come and rejoin us on the sofa?
No worries.
Jeremiah has joined us on the sofa as well, just for a little chat.
Jeremiah was loving it.
Yeah.
Did I win, Joe? Oh, no, I won.
No, you had
noodles,
the
didn't I?
You chose the noodles, I'm afraid.
You can't have all three. That's just not fair.
just
You
want
just-
it
you
all.
didn't- you didn't
I just
get
want
the
it all, don't I?
questions,
That's
yeah.
the problem.
So I think we've got to talk about how you perform live using loop pedals and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, why did you choose to sort of do that as opposed to bringing a band out?
Well,
Is it for the money? Because people cost a lot to hire.
it's not for that. No, I think it's just, I guess, they're my songs, and I wanted to find a way to kind of be self-sufficient, and also I played in quite a lot of bands, and I kind of started off just being in lots of different ones. So I guess I was kind of bored of the whole band dynamic thing of, you know, drummers not having a brain cell, bass players having a day job, and guitarists just like, you know...
All the stereotypes coming out here.
All the stereotypes, yeah. So I've got nothing against bands, and I'd love to put a band together to do a tour at some stage, but I think right now I'm having just a lot of fun kind of seeing what I can do on my own.
It's really mesmerising to watch and to kind of hear it all be built up. Does it take a lot, when you're writing that, is it a very different process?
Completely different, yeah, because you have to write a song that sounds good when it's repeated, which is quite hard to do. But a lot of songs in the charts actually do that anyway. So I think it's good training to kind of write a song that's good for radio, I guess, because it's just you try and get that catchiness. You're reliant more on the catchy hook
something
than
that
you
can be
are
repeated.
yeah.
So when you're in the studio recording, do you use a band then, or do you play all the instruments yourself?
No, I do all the instruments myself, yeah.
What can you play? What's on your extensive list?
Guitar.
That was a given there, really.
Trumpet, bass, drums, and sing, obviously, yeah.
Okay.
That's an vocals are an instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do audiences tend to react when you say you're playing at a festival somewhere, not your own audience? How do they tend to react when they see you doing 1,000,001 things on stage at once?
Well, it's you've got the people that kind of get it, that watch, and then the people that think that I'm playing to a backing track, which is the amount of people that come up to me and go, are you playing to a backing track? And I'm like, no.
Defeats the point.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, most people, they do get it, and it's kind of, they hear the different parts being laid up, and I think it's kind of like a little bit like kind of watching a DIY song being built.
Yeah.
Someone building.
No,
a
it is really
wardrobe,
interesting
yeah.
seeing it be all put together.
And of course, we saw a bit of beatboxing there. Where did you learn to beatbox?
On the streets, man. No.
That's a brilliant answer.
I don't think I want to hear the real one. That's just, well, I want to keep that in my head.
No, you don't want to hear it. In my boxes, in my room.
Nice,
Watching
beatboxing,
YouTube.
boxers.
Most things get learned.
Oh,
on-
okay, that was good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That was awesome. Beatboxers. Sweet.
Maybe if the music goes, maybe if it all goes to hell, then you can invent beatboxers. I don't know exactly how they work.
How would they work?
Well,
I
haven't
don't
thought
quite
that.
understand your concept here,
I
Yusef.
haven't thought it through yet. It just sounds quite cool.
Are these just boxes that say beat on them and you learn to beatbox while wearing them?
I don't know how. I
understand.
haven't thought this through. I'm not an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I think when you put them on, they'd have to make some kind of beatboxing noise. They'd have to have like
So what,
a
the actual
speaker.
pants are making noise?
Yeah, when you're going for a slash, they'd have to play sort of beatboxing music.
This just got really weird.
Well, what would it play during other activities? Though?
Well, I don't know. You could have a different thing. Like in an exam, I think it would be annoying, wouldn't it? That could.
Yeah, I think there are
deterrent.
situations where musical pants would maybe not be quite appropriate.
Well, if you go,
But then, at parties, you'd be the life and soul. No?
mental image.
No. How about we go back to the music? When did you start playing? And
I started playing at just. My dad bought me a guitar and said, "Learn that, son." And I
in
just
that
went,
voice?
No.
Is he that northern?
No, he's not that northern. He's not northern at all that much. Yeah, he bought me a guitar when I was 15, and I just got lots of chord books and learned chords. But then I was always interested in, rather than playing other people's songs, like writing my own, because I was like, I think the first chord I learned was that one, E, and then
beautiful chord. Wonderful.
and then B.
Amazing.
And there you go. I just learned those three, and then I started making songs out of those three chords. And And people were like, what can you play? And I was like, I can't play anything, but I've written a few. And they were like, oh, we don't want to hear them.
Because that's great. So most people, they tend to get influenced by people. And
Yeah, they
then
can
just
tend to
out.
start off with other things and then
Yeah.
develop their own later. So you
Yeah.
kind of did it the other way around.
Yeah, I guess I always get that. I go on a tangent and get creative before trying to do something that's already been done.
Can you do any good cover versions?
Yeah. I've got a good one with Seven Nation Army, and I don't know if we've got time for it though, because.
You can chuck
you've
it
got-
in.
if you've got time, you
you've
can
got
squeeze it
time,
at the
we've
end.
got time.
Do you want to hear my cover of Seven Nation Army?
We want to hear that
Yeah.
cover, don't we, guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get a
Okay.
double song at the end then.
Double song.
Nice.
It's a mash of two together and another song, so you're actually going to get three.
Gub.
That is value for money.
Bargain.
This was free anyway, but if there was money, it would be good value.
And I could just chuck in a back catalogue as well if you wanted. Just play another 50 songs at the end.
You know what? Who needs to go to the other units? Just stay here.
Forget lectures. Before you play us another track, we've got a challenge. This is something we do with all our coffee house artists. We ask them to make a paper aeroplane, and then we see how far it goes. Now, we've emptied the board because it was full last term. So we've left Mark Cole on there, who was the winner of last term. So we've left him on there he had 25 Yusef feet, which is our own personal form of measurement in the form of
Is this your version
Yusef's.
of the doing the track on Top Gear? Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
got
kind of like that, yeah.
Except there's no stig and it's really poorly measured.
Yeah, and except we can't afford a car, so you get a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So you can
if
either-
Yusef provides you with
Yeah, you've got a selection of paper today.
Oh.
We'll bring it all over.
what
Oh,
colour
wow,
would you
I don't
like?
think I can build a plane out of that paper. I was expecting, good quality paper.
Well, like I
This
said,
is
we
all-
can't afford a car. We're on a
Also,
budget here.
How many
God, we've got a diva over here.
How many
Not
planes am
that
I
paper.
building?
Just
the one, but you get to choose
You get to
one.
choose
out
what
of all of them.
colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got purple, orange, yellow, or green.
Right, I'll have green. I'll have Coffee
Green.
House Sessions green. How about that?
We've got a special coffee house session mug now to join our thing.
Honestly,
We're going
my-
up we can afford mugs, but we can't afford good quality paper.
That's how it is here. It's how it is. Okay, so we've got
I've
folding
drank so
technique
much
going on.
coffee,
Are you a coffee over tea?
just ruined my bladder.
Oh no.
Okay, are you doing this the basic paper airplane way? Because there's so many ways
We've
to
had
do
quite
it.
a few techniques.
Oh, have I
I've
confused
no
you?
idea of the
Oh,
different
okay.
types of
We're
paper
just going for
airplane.
folding here. No, you keep folding. Keep going. Don't be put off by Yusef's.
I'm
questioning.
just intrigued to know. I like to.
Well, I can basically, I know one way to make a paper airplane, which is,
Well, one way is enough.
I think that's standard classic paper airplane way.
I've ruined it. You know when you start a paper airplane and you know you've ruined it right from the first fold.
Oh,
That's what I've just done.
we've had
Look,
many.
It's not symmetrical or anything. That's really.
I'm not gonna lie. That's not looking particularly
it's
symmetrical.
looking like
but
ra-
you could pull it back.
It's looking like Ryanair right now, isn't it? This.
Budget paper, budget airline. I don't know. Although it might be able, we haven't tested this paper yet, so it could go really far and hit all the sound people over there.
Yeah, that's what you're aiming for, sound people. Okay, so we're folding. No, it's getting more symmetrical as you go on, which I think is a good sign. I think symmetrical is good. Yes.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's kind of.
Just about
It's a bit
complete.
lopsided, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can we write Ryanair on it?
You can after. We're going to do. You can sign it and write Ryanair on it afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
if
I
you
got
want
to sign it as well.
Would you like to come join me in the? We'll call it the launch area,
Oh, I don't know if we're going to get
The
one.
airport.
the airport.
Just turn the volume down on that.
Do you want? No, no.
Don't take guitars, Hannah. You shouldn't.
I'm not
Not a good
trusted with the
idea.
guitar. I'll just sit here. Okay, if you.
Right. So when you're ready, fire away, and try not to hit any of those people. Oh, come on. Let's
It
give us a
started
round
off
of
so
applause, guys. Come
well,
on.
and then
It didn't.
Okay, Yusef, get your feet out and get measuring.
That's not the worst one we've had though, so it could be worse.
Earlier, Yusef developed a strut for when he was measuring. Can you do the strut, Yusef?
It was off the Monty Python
Go on,
thing.
do the little strut
It
as you
was
go
like-
as you measure.
It was my Cape airplane strut. It's obviously not that impressive.
Earlier when he did it, he had a bit more of a hip swing. I think he's got all embarrassed now, but
I'm just trying to keep count. Just
oh, sorry, am I
don't distract me.
distracting?
Yeah.
Don't mean to just. Okay,
I've got it. 13 feet.
13 Yusef feet. That's not a bad score at all.
Is that?
Yeah,
Is that good? Was that
yeah, I'd say that's the kind of average score, isn't it? That's in the middle.
So you'll be about the middle of the board.
But
We'll
because
stick
you're the
that there.
first person of this year, you're at the top of this year's.
Yes.
So,
So
you know,
technically, you are the leader.
for at least 2 weeks, you're going to be the leader.
good? Oh, that's music to my ears.
Right, we're going to let you play some songs in a minute, but before you go, what does the rest of the year, what does the rest of 2014 hold for you?
2 new EPs and an album, hopefully before Christmas, and loads and loads and loads of gigs. So I'm just gonna,
Busy year.
Yeah, really.
Keep
really
going
busy,
for
yeah.
it.
Will you
Keep
become a
going.
Matt to Leicester at any point?
Yeah, I hope so. It'd be really good to come back. I love it here. It's a good area for curry as well, isn't it, Leicester?
We have a golden mile somewhere, but I've yet to find it.
Yeah. Now, I had a curry here once. It's really nice. So I'm planning to do the same thing again tonight.
I'm glad that stayed in your mind. That's what, Leicester reminds you of.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's been
No
lovely.
worries.
We'll let you go set up for your last 2
I
songs.
don't want to move now. I'm really
Are you comfy on our nice coffee house sofa?
It's fine, we can just move the whole setup over here. That won't take any effort.